The victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes offense takes the field. Stakes are always high in the game. Careers are made and lost because of it, and they'll have to manage their emotions, guys.
Some games in college football just mean more. When you think about Ohio State and Michigan, you think about not just Big Ten implications, national title implications, Heisman Trophy implications. Late in the year, David, this is just must-watch TV.
Must-watch TV. Two of the winningest programs in college football history. This game, I tell you what, recent years has really brought back the tradition and been so much more competitive now that Michigan's also getting some wins.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Lopez. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this round.
And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll try to field the putt and see if he can give his offense better field position. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath, like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're facing a 3rd down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Harper. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too. They were throwing haymakers right from the opening bell. We know that Ohio State recruits at such a high caliber.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Ohio State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Finds his tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Wolverines will punt this one away. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Looking to throw on 3rd. Caught near the sticks. It's Vincent. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Vincent. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lopez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made after the first down. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. Off play action on first down. The sure hands, it's Lopez. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Off the boot, looking for his man. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
What a nice answer by this defense. You give up the big play, you respond right back. You get the sack, create some momentum for your side. Nice job by this defense staying with it.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. It's Drake. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Now the toss. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Looking for space. It's Thomas. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Right back to him on the ground. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Wants to go up top. A little screen to the running back. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Fast motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Wolverines are flying down the field. Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He's got it down the left side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, really nice catch there getting the 1st down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on 1st-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith-Njigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the 1st round.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes a grab enough for the 1st. And the Buckeyes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Harper. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fires toward the end zone. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Fires and picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job of his decision-making.
Here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it.
Yeah, and just break that extra tackle, you know, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. A 3rd down try for the offense. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more really good execution by this offense. He's going to pass. He finds his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Off play action. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Makes the grab and knocked down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The Wolverines are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Looking to throw on second down. Working the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11. In the red area, it's Thomas. Operating in the red zone here on second down. The give. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. On third down, he drops to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. Putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Got the quick pass. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. He'll off one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. He wants to throw it again. And the defense gets to the quarterback. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Buckeyes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll throw it on first down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're trying to get to it. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Comes out throwing on first down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. He wants to throw here on second down. Pulls it in. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Afterburners coming. Touchdown, Ohio State. What a grab and go for the score.
Okay, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they find pay dirt from way out, covering 69 yards on the touchdown pass. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Leaves it with the running back. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Let's see what they've got on second down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, whether it's in the shoe or the big house, when you have these 2 programs with all that's at stake today, you know emotions run high in a game known simply as the game. And the story of the half has been that elite corner. We were told he was tough to throw against. He's basically taken away an entire side of the field when he's out there, causing turnovers and getting physical. How often do we say that about lockdown guys? And how this offense schemes against him in this second half will be fun to watch. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Michigan and Ohio State plays out.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Merritt. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Wolverines are on the move. On the move. Shakes off the tackler.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Shotgun snap on third down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense has it there, going the other way. Right down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the defense doing work. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense and be like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Off the play fake on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thomas. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Out of the gun, they give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down, or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have 2 left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Getting some heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. And now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to get it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Lopez. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Motion from the offense. They keep attacking through the air. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. And the punishment has been extended. Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, you know, they've let a few get away from their rival in Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the 2nd half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you know you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Makes one man miss. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Thomas. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. The give to the right. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Wolverines get enough for the first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. That last completion sets him up on second down. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Merritt. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Never a doubt. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
And the Buckeyes will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the case for this guy here today. He's been under pressure. He hasn't been in rhythm. He's thrown an interception. This has just not gone his way.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up, trying to get to it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's right on target. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. Fakes his man out. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there, third and long coming up. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Play the analytics here, and you go for 2. Trying to pound it in. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Lopez. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. From the gun, running back on the move. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy. The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. And the returner is stopped. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He'll come out throwing on first down. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
These are the perfect situations you love to be in. Known passing situations. These are not where the offensive tackles want to be. And when you're on the edge and there's no threat of the run, pin your ears back, get the nice first down sack.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. A 3rd and long coming up here. He'll set up to throw. They're setting up the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. They'll run the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. And the Buckeyes look to do some damage in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. He'll start this drive firing. He's got his man. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on 1st down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
This is just so demoralizing. You want to talk about taking a game over. That's what this defense is doing right now. They are just winning in the trenches. They're easily the more athletic and more physical unit up front, dominating this O-line.
If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on 2nd and long from the 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. It's complete. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. And the Wolverines want to crank the tempo.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. 1st and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Snapped it in the shotgun. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking to the end zone, but the pressure gets there first, and the quarterback is sacked, and the 2-point conversion attempt is stopped.
Ohio State, 35. Michigan, 25.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll pull it on the read. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. He wants a big play here late. Pulls it in on the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. He wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll just keep slinging it.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Nice job making that field goal. You're down in possession here late in the game. You've got 2 timeouts in your back pocket. Do you trust your defense to be able to go out, get a stop, and get you the football back for one final shot? We're going to see.
Not much of a choice here. Down by a score late. They'll line up for the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire. Who steps up and makes the big-time play?
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Well, how about this one? A fun one. These guys came in as underdogs, and they walk out as the winner.
They didn't care they were unranked. That's not what they were worried about. Oh, this team's ranked. They weren't looking at them any different. They were looking to come in and get the W and execute. Great job believing they could come, Jesse, and knock them off.
Yeah, you're right, David. This team came in with something to prove, and they knew they had a national audience that was going to be paying attention to this game. What a great job going out under the lights, big-time stage against a ranked opponent, and really putting their A game out there on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.